My guess is Tesla at some point will be selling for such a good price. However, the story will change on Tesla. People will match the story to what the stock is doing. Is this the end of EV stocks? Now, first off, I want everybody to realize this is not a question I'm hearing a lot. In fact, I'm hearing quite the opposite. However, I want to discuss this because EV stocks have definitely been hit a lot lately. Let's check out some. Well, first off, the big mamma jamma Tesla. Tesla had an all-time high on November 4th of 2021 of 414. It hit a low on January 6th of this year of 101.82. Okay, so that's down over 75%. Let's pick another one. NIO. NIO all-time high, 67 bucks, a low back in October of 838. Okay, another one. Let's look up Nikola. This one's gonna be hilarious. $94 on June 9th, 2020. A low of $2 just a month ago. That's pretty awesome. What's another one? Was Workhorse one? 43 down to 140. Lucid, 64 down to 6. Either way, guys, every EV is taking a hit. Now, this is what I want you to remember. First off, I'm going to emphatically say this is not the end of EV stocks, but we're getting close to the end of junk EV stocks. In 2005, 2006, was it the end of real estate stocks and mortgage-backed securities? No. In 2000, it was the end of internet stocks? Absolutely not. But did Amazon still fall from 113 down to 6 before it had its big rise? Of course. Every single time we have a bubble, usually there's some sort of asset class that gets hurt a ton because there's irrational exuberance, to borrow the phrase, into that area. And .com had it big time. Oh, you have no revenue? Cool, here's $1 billion. And by the way, we joke about it, $1 billion valuation. We made fun of that back then. $1 billion. Companies are getting $100 billion now for just opening their doors. I mean, look at Lucid. Lucid's currently at $14.5 billion market cap, and it was 8 times larger. That was over $100 billion valuation for a company that had $376 million in revenue. This is absurd. And someday there's going to be another bubble. I don't know when it's going to be. And we're going to be laughing about 100 billion, like 100 billion. These are $1 trillion valuations. And luckily for you, you found this channel. So subscribe right now so you can be ready to understand what the next bubble will be. Bubbles are easy to spot. Whenever I look at it as, what is the regular market doing? When I hear the kids, the high schoolers and college kids telling me I'm wrong about investing, great. I know we're in a bubble. Forget about, the adults. When I hear the kids telling me, that's when I know we have a problem. And right now with EV, we have a problem. Now that problem is going away. And the other thing I encourage you to do, when you're done with this video, those stocks I just pulled up, NIO, Nikola, Workhorse, all of these ones, Tesla, go look at our past videos on them when they were high flying. Go look at what people said to us when we said avoid these stocks. When we said these stocks can't justify it. You guys are done. You guys are idiots. You don't get it. It's a new, okay, sounds good. I don't get 95% drops in value. You're right. I don't get that. I don't understand how people survive that. And guess what? My stocks will go down. But what I'm here to do is to, when I buy a stock, is to understand I'm buying a piece of a business. And that business is going to generate cash flow. And my goal is to pay as little as possible for that cash flow. The market's going to tell me how much I should pay for this cash flow. I either say yes or no. The Everything Money community has already helped thousands of people exactly like you to help them understand financials, understand investing, and understand the emotional side of everything to make better decisions for your future and your money. What you get with the software is my 8-pillar process, our stock analyzer tool, which was used over 1.3 million times in 2022, and all the other stock screeners that the Everything Money community of intelligent investors use to find their value plays. These are the exact tools that Mo and I use every single day to find the investments that make the most sense to us. And you also get access to Mo and I and all the thousands of other Everything Money investors, so you don't have to do this alone, because that is the hardest part about investing, is being on your own. Make the choice I made. Invest in yourself for a little over $1 a day to make these decisions easier and smarter as time goes on. Here's the catch. We're not going to give you fish. I'm here to teach you how to fish. If you're looking for a magic bullet, we're not the site for you. We're not the channel for you. If you're looking to become a smarter investor who can find their own process, welcome home. Get started now, risk-free for 30 days at everythingmoney.com. For EV right now, it is still a tough time. We're still trying to wade through and decide what's going to happen with EV. Do I think Tesla is a solid company? I think it appears to be out of the woodwork in terms of worrying about bankruptcy. Now, Elon Musk in the last 5-6 years said that they were 2 weeks away from bankruptcy twice. Maybe it was whatever it was, but they were 2 weeks away from bankruptcy twice. But remember, let's go look at Tesla's financials and see how different it is in the last few years. This is the income statement by year. Look at their profit. Negative, 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 negative. And these weren't small negatives. And then boom, boom, big positives. They made all that money back in the last year. More power to them. More power to them. Let's look at their free cash flow, the cash actually leaving the business. Negative, 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 positive, 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 positive. Okay. Now, isn't it interesting that the stock is down 75% with cash flow jumping this much in the last few years? Exactly the point I'm trying to make. In the short run, stocks are a voting machine. In the long run, they're a weighing machine. And if you overpay for a good thing, go look at Cisco, look at Intel, look at Micron, go look at all these companies that 20 years ago were selling for prices higher than today, and their revenue and profit are several times higher, and yet the stocks are down. Why? Because you were overpaying back then. And EV is one of those areas. Eventually, all the garbage will go to the side. I imagine those 5 or 6 stocks I just mentioned, a few of them will not be around in a few years, probably. In all likelihood. They might make it, but in all likelihood, they probably will not make it. Not all of them. Your job will be to pick from the best. My guess is Tesla at some point will be selling for such a good price. However, the story will change on Tesla. People will match the story to what the stock is doing. Think about that again. When stocks are up, you open it, I'll tell you, here's why stocks are up. When stocks are down, here's why stocks are down. Your job is to pull away that noise and say, is this still a good business? And that is difficult to do. But that's why we have this channel. We're trying to change the mindset of investors. Instead of reacting to news, use everybody else's reaction to the news to make a better decision for yourself. Google at 150. I said, hey, I'm interested in Google sub 100. Oh, and I still remember the comments. Go look at our videos. Google will never be below 100. When it hit 83, people were saying, well, here's why Google sucks now. Wait, so it was great at 150. It sucks at 83. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. All that changed was the stock price, and that changed people's focus of attention on the story to be more of the negative story. And I want you to avoid that mess. With EVs, just be patient and get ready to buy when nobody in the world wants it. We need to get to a point where people say EV stocks are dead. There'll be some pun like pull the plug on EV or some stupid thing like that will probably be written about in Barron's or some other publication. Pull the plug on EV. And that's when you want to start paying attention. When the entire industry is being beaten up, find the best names in the industry to buy. And that's what I want you to do. There are 3 things that you absolutely need in order to be a successful investor. The proper mindset, the proper emotion, and the proper process. Which ones are the most important?